Good morning, everybody. I've got an important question for you this morning. What is your life centered on right now? What are the things that you're focusing on this morning? Well, that depends, right? Maybe this morning if you woke up and the first thing you did is open up your phone and scroll through your news feed, maybe it's centered around some things that aren't very healthy. Maybe the things you're focusing on aren't very good. Maybe right now you're focused on anxiety or worry or fear or frustration. I've got to admit that this past week I had one of those days where I was focused on the wrong things, definitely. And what often happens when we're focused or our lives are centered around the wrong things is that other people are impacted, for good or for bad. And so on that particular day, I was focused on the wrong things, and it impacted the way I worked, and it impacted my family, my kids, my wife. So often when we focus or center our lives on the wrong things, it has a ripple effect with every aspect of our life and all the people around us. And so what would happen this morning if we decided to take a different approach? What if this morning we decided to make a change, that we were going to center our lives around the Lord, that we were going to focus on His Word and His will for our life, and that was going to be the thing that we fixed our life upon this morning? What would be the impact? Well, thankfully, we don't need to guess, because in Psalm 128, the psalmist, he tells us exactly the blessings that come from focusing and centering our lives around the Lord, and it's amazing. Notice what it says. This is one of the songs of the Ascents. It begins by saying this: "Blessed is everyone who fears the Lord, who walks in His ways." He says, "You shall eat the fruit of the labor of your hands. You shall be blessed. It shall be well with you." He says, "Your wife will be a fruitful vine within your house. Your children will be like olive shoots around your table. Behold, thus shall the man be blessed who fears the Lord." Well, what is this telling us? It's telling us, first of all, those who fear the Lord. What that means is those who have a healthy respect and reverence for God, those who are awestruck at the power of God, and then those who walk in His ways, those who are obedient to the Lord, those who are centering their lives around Jesus, who He is and what He's done. Those people, man, their lives are abundantly blessed in everything they do. This is the principle that Psalm 128 is teaching us, that if our life is centered around the right things, then the way that our job is impacted, right? It talks about eating the fruit of your hands. It's blessed. It means that our home is blessed, right? It talks about our wives being a fruitful vine, our children being olive shoots around the table. Listen, everybody is impacted for good when your life is centered on the right things. So let me just ask you this morning, what are you centered upon? Are you centered upon things that will hurt others, or will you take time this morning to say, you know what, Lord, I'm trusting you. I want to give my life toward you. I want to center my life around the right things, and I want to not only be blessed myself, but I want to be a blessing to others as a result.